What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? T to the M to the IDD. We are back with a 5 things you should know about off-camera flash video. Now we are going to get right into it because I think some of these things will be great tips for anyone that is watching this video right now. Of course, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I'm not sure why, but do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Hit the like button, and if you like this video, at the end, leave me a comment down below. Now, off-camera flash, the first thing that I want to talk about is using a bare bulb versus using a Fresnel head. And I get this question a lot of the time, and whenever you see me use the Godox 8200, traveling or not, I prefer the bare bulb. And I will tell you, in any event, if you can have the bare bulb, go for the bare bulb, because the bare bulb light distribution will be more impressive and more filling than the Fresnel head. You can see the shape that the Fresnel head has here, and so you can only imagine the light output. Now, for a more detailed explanation on the light output from both of those units, I will link a video right here for you to check out. But guys and girls, I always use the bare bulb. Now, the second thing you should know about off-camera flash is using hard light is definitely a technique that requires some experience to make it look flattering. So one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is stretch your abilities and work in hard lighting when you think you are able to. But one of the benefits that I want to let you know when it comes to off-camera flash, and specifically hard lighting, is that when you use hard lighting, it introduces a lot more texture. So typically you will see photographers that specialize in beauty and headshots, things of that nature, where they really want to put emphasis on the texture, and they use hard light for those types of things. Now, the third thing that I have to talk to you all about when it comes to off-camera flash is the light modifiers. There is a big discrepancy between which is better. And when I say which, I mean you can get these modifiers in different assortments, and most of them come with white interiors, some of them come with silver interiors. Now, which one is better? I want to hear you all's perspective in the comments below. A lot of people say that the white interior gets dirty, and so then that light distribution does not stay steady over the course of the life of having that particular modifier, whereas the silver retains all of that quality because it is silver and, you know, not white like its counterpart. Now, me personally, I have white and I have silver, and I don't think the light quality diminishes as much as people say with the white, but I do see the benefits of having the silver. You get a lot more specular light when you do photo shoots. But I want to let you know that with either one that you choose, you can get great products. I can attest to that because I use the silver interiors and the white interiors. But let me know in the comments below which one you prefer and why you prefer it. Now, the fourth thing, a lot of people find off-camera flash to be something scary to get into because it's complex. You have a lot of things to take into account. You have ambient lighting, you have the power settings. Oh, you still have to worry about composition. But listen, have no fear. TTL is here. Okay, TTL is through the lens, and it's kind of an automated type approach to off-camera flash. You set your ambient lighting and then introduce TTL, where it will guesstimate the amount of light output that is needed from your flash unit in order to get the nice exposure throughout your image and utilize the off-camera flash in a nice, flattering way. In a nutshell. So what I want to tell you all, if you are having trouble with off-camera flash and manually adjusting your settings to control the flash output, with also combining that with controlling the settings for your actual camera, please try TTL. If you have any questions on TTL, please be sure to leave me a comment down below, because I have used TTL in several different cases, and most importantly, I think in wedding venues where lighting can change drastically from point A to point B when you're inside, that is where TTL definitely can help someone. So TTL, don't be afraid of off-camera flash. Let me know in the comments below if you have a question. The last thing, we need to understand ambient lighting, right? Whether we're outside or we are inside, ambient lighting is going to play a big role in our images. If we don't expose for our ambient lighting correctly, we can end up with blown out images or super underexposed images, which none of us want at the end of the day, right? So with off-camera flash, I want to let you all know that we have other tools that we can use to help us get that perfect exposure, or, since it is subjective, photography is an art, that exposure that you as the creator or artist really love. Now, these tools that I'm talking about is the internal light meter. So use that to get your exposure. If you see it's overexposed, then depending on what you're going for, change your settings so that it is slightly underexposed. That's one thing. You also have a histogram. The histogram can give you detailed information about your shadows, midtones, and highlights. Now, if you see your histogram swaying far to the right, then that means that your highlights are really highlighting. So you want to adjust your settings to compensate for that, so that your ambient lighting is nice and flattering to your eye, right? Okay, that is another tool that we have to use. A third tool that we have to use is, over time, you start to understand your camera. And once you understand your camera, you understand that the shots that you see on the back of your screen sometimes may not look the same when you get on your computer. So exposure compensation can be your best friend. If you know that when you get a shot at perfect exposure to your eye on the back of your camera, but then you take it back home, upload it, and you're like, that's about 2 stops overexposed, or whatever the case may be, you can use exposure compensation to compensate for that in your camera, and that will help your ambient lighting and overall your image for your off-camera flash. Now, I hope these tips help you. Let me know in the comments below. T to the M to the IDD. I'll catch you in the next one.